Hello and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. We are currently on wave 3416. This is obviously my main account. I have actually done some of the upgrading. I already went through and I did all the archers, so we actually managed to get some S tier 5 equipment. I'm actually going to lock that. And we have been progressing fairly well. First thing I want to do is let's look at our heroes. Actually, no, we need to summon first. Holy crap. I have 5,500 stones for us to summon with. So let's get summoning. And while we're summoning... Oh, alright, we got Vincent. Nice. We already have him, so that's just 100 shards, but that's still... That is fucking amazing. More Sophia shards. She still isn't upgraded enough for her to be useful. Excuse me, for me in King's Ruins. More Daniel shards. Are you kidding me? And chameleons. This is amazing so far, and we still have so many summons to go. Nothing special there. Tristram, always good, always appreciated. More Blake, more Daniel. All good stuff. More Brian, more Sophia. Now, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade Brian. We'll talk about it in a bit. And, of course, I always look forward to more Xavier. Christian. He is also, like, probably one of the best heroes because of his constant AoE damage. Evan. We might be looking to upgrade and use him later. I will talk about that when we get there. For now, we're just going to hold on to his shards. Excellent. More Christian. That's always something good to look forward to. Ellie. Well, we did get more Julian at least, but Ellie. Okay. More Christian. More Xavier. More Lucas. Good, good, good. Camila. That's good. And Xavier. More Roderick. These are some really good summons we're getting. I'm surprised how many 4-star we're seeing. It might just be because I have so many summons. I question if the rate actually gets better as you go along, but I think we really just have so many summons. Like, I had 5,000 chips coming into here. Yes, Lucas. Even though I'm not using him, I think he will be much more useful when he's upgraded. Especially in certain, like, portal waves and things like that. And Evan. Alright. So we have done a crapload of summoning. Let me see when the next one is. 3,700. So that's 300 waves away. So, 300 waves away. I'm tempted to hold off on this. I was thinking about it. That's why I got quiet for a minute, because I was like, I don't really need this gear. I get 5-star gear drops. I'm upgrading to this tier. It would be nice to get sets of this and this, but because that's really not what I need, I think we're going to hold off. We're going to save this. We're going to do a boatload of summoning. Alright, let's pick up the quest we completed. Gold, upgrades, rubies, always nice. Alright, we'll finish this off with... I was kind of curious because I never really looked through here, so Expedition, we'll finish it off with those. One of the changes I'm doing is, if you can tell, I've already cleared the portal. I already started doing Expeditions, though I forgot to do this. We are buying extra tickets. So I have cleared 2 waves right now. And rather than show you clearing every wave and all that, what I think I'm going to do is we're going to upgrade all the heroes. I'm going to pause the video after we do all the summoning and the upgrading. Then I am going to basically do all the kind of tedious stuff. I might record some conquest. I don't really mean tedious, but by now you know how to do event dungeons. By now you know how to do conquest. You know how to do expeditions. The thing that to me is really interesting is looking at King's Ruins together, and because that to me will be different for everybody. So that to me really is going to I'm going to try and turn that into the heart of our videos. Is really, I'll upgrade the heroes. We'll see if I get lucky on any of the draws. Maybe we'll do some expedition sweeps. After I upgrade the heroes, I will basically come back, do as many expeditions as I can. Maybe do some conquest. I don't know. But then we'll do King's Ruins together. I think that's a good plan, and let's see how that goes for the video. So first thing is, let's upgrade the heroes. So the biggest thing to me is we are going to definitely 100% promote Xavier. He is going to go 5-star epic. He will be so close to turning into legendary, and legendary is really when he's going to become even more of a game changer, because now he'll summon 16 cavalries for 20 seconds. So he will always have troops on the field. That is going to be amazing. So let's do it. Nice. Okay, let's see. We need about 40 shards. That's not going to be a problem. I'll tell you that right now. I'm also not going to do runes. Runes, I don't really find that very... I don't find that very engaging, you know. But let's see who we can upgrade. Oh, damn. We didn't get enough shards. All right, let's upgrade Harold. Okay, that'll be interesting, because it'll change how his stun works. So I am all for that. Okay, so it only made it go up by 10%. So I'm guessing this only adds 10% to him stunning, and this will make the stun last longer. And the fact that he's uncommon, there's 3 more ranks, so this will get to 90%. And I'm expecting this to get to 4 more seconds, so this will be 5 seconds plus this. So you have a 90% chance to stun for 7 seconds. So that will be interesting when he gets there. Okay, we don't... Oh, I ran out of stones. Upgrading Daniel really won't really be too interesting until I get to the down here and here. The issue is that even if I get to this, the warriors, their damage just rapidly falls off because they don't have a buff like Luke. Because that's not the buff. Because they don't have an attack buff like what Luke does for all the support heroes, the warriors tend to really fall off towards the end. Now I could upgrade one of these 3, but I think I'll just hold off for now. You know what? Let's see if we can get him to 2,000. Okay, well, we're going to have to stop. He used up... We did get him to 19. Let's go to 1950. So, he's taking 500,000 soul stones now, so we'll stop there. Is Christian maxed? Yes. You know what? Let's go with Harold. Harold, we upgraded him. We can at least get him to 1,500. I really have to check the damage that Tristram and Luke are doing. I really don't know how much damage they're doing. I should know that before I just go upgrading people, but we're just gonna fly blind here for a minute. Now I know Xavier, he's one of my top performers. That's why I don't have a problem with upgrading him that much. 1,500. Get Luke to 1,500. I have seen people that leave Luke and Tristram at like 1,000. And they have like a 4,000 Christian, because Christian, he's just constantly a barrage of AoE. So he probably will be my second priority outside of Xavier. So reality is I need to get 7,000 of these stones and ascend Xavier again, and we'll really start rocking with the legendary buff. Okay. We already completed the weekly quest. Okay. Oh, we got our first blue. I didn't even notice this. I was kind of saving these to pull these together. So we will touch on the archers. Yeah, as you can see, I did do some of these. But like I said, I was trying to save these so we could at least see the rewards. I mean, most of these are nothing special. When I say nothing special, the blue rewards are special because I don't have access to them right now. And that is going up a whole tier. But like the rubies and stuff like that, that is nothing special. But let's look at this. A mithril arrow. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky and S-rank this. We did not get lucky. Alright, let's try again. Let's get an S rank helmet. Come on. It did not S rank. Alright, one more try. S rank armor? No. Sometimes your best just isn't enough, and we need to just accept that and move on. So let's enhance this. And one more. And you do need to save these stones up. I definitely do not have enough stones. Yeah, we'll do it. I will just lock that. Well, I don't need to lock that. It's only A rank. And let's see. Enhance. I didn't even realize I got the... Oh, of course. And as you can see, I have tons of scrolls. I'm on the conservative side with scrolls. Oh, come on. Hit the 60. There you go. Huh. Yeah, so as you can see, when you get an S rank of a lower tier and the next star tier, it really can be a trade-off. Like, this is less total attack by only 88 points and 24 more points of defense penetration. If I understood how that affected their damage, I could give you a better estimation whether or not... Now, this should be a much easier one, because it's going to be a straight upgrade. But when you get there to where the tiers are that close... I mean, not that close, but you have an S tier or an A tier versus a C tier. The difference is a lot more marginal. That's really why you got to get these to S tier. But again, you don't want to purchase these, because if you purchase these to craft, they are so... I know you're looking at, you have 1.3 million, but these are so expensive to craft. Maybe I'll craft some later. We'll see. And also, I did buy all these out already. Okay. Now we're just really not going to... Goodbye. So with these being not that expensive, I'll probably pick some up later, re-roll them. But the important thing is to get them on there now. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Oh, we got our freebie summons. Let's do those. Free stuff is always good. Nice. And of course, we're saving up our gear summons for later. Alright, after upgrading everybody, we have... about 200 million left. I am going to run the blacksmith and consolidate to 1 star. Let's see how many heroes we can upgrade to 1 star. One. I'll come back to Aisha. Camilo. Okay. I guess I did farm a lot. Okay, we're out. We only have Vincent left, so we need one more set. And that's why I didn't pull the gear crates, because most of the gear I'm not going to need. I know you can upgrade it, but I'd rather wait for it to go up to the next step, and then we'll summon a bunch of stuff there. And then we'll determine if that waiting for that was worth it. Alright, so the last thing to do is just let's level up our castle. We were at level about 8,000. I should have paid attention, because now we're at 8628. So that's a huge upgrade for the castle. We got... Okay, so we went up around 400 levels. I'll try to pay more attention to that next time so we can just see how much we're going up. And I do have 4,000 rubies. I'm holding off. I don't really know where to spend those right now. Now that I have upgraded my heroes to the max, the only thing I have left to do is I am going to look at doing the expeditions, and then I will come... Oh, we can just sweep these. Yeah, we'll just sweep this. It's already, for a couple reasons, oh, we're going to battle this. Oh. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. This will be just a quick 30 seconds. I'm just trying to kind of streamline the videos more to upgrade, the interesting things. What characters should we look at upgrading? How much should we upgrade them? What are my characters doing? What kind of build am I using and what wave I'm on? So we can kind of compare and see how you're doing, how I'm doing. Maybe you have a suggestion in the comments that's way better, like, why aren't you using and upgrading this hero? So, okay, we're not going to do these dungeons. Okay, I can sweep this one. I don't know where the other one... Oh, well, it is what it is, I guess. We'll just go sweeping. It's almost the end of the day. Okay. So I am gonna pause. And we will come back for. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna see if I can do some expeditions. I'm gonna catch up my event dungeons. Once I have all that caught up, I'll see if we can do any other upgrades. Restart the video, and we'll go from there. So I will be back in just a moment. Hello, we are back. I was able to kill another level of the giant boss. So we are gonna sweep. The interesting thing about how I did the last one was we actually were able to kill all the troops. And when we killed all the troops... Okay, some weapon seals, that's fine. We then immediately focused on the boss. So let's do some... Oh, maybe we'll get Sophia. This really isn't that exciting. We didn't get Sophia. Okay, more Sophia, but this has ascension stones, so I am definitely going to open as many of these. Okay, we did get Sophia. We didn't get the stones. They were right over there. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever gambled so much and let it actually show. This is nothing interesting. I'll just open 2. Whatever I get, I get. Nothing special. Okay, ascension stones. We're definitely going to go for 3 here, unless I get them earlier. And I got them. We're out. Again, I do have a lot of rubies, but I don't know what kind of content they might add in the future that would change how I spend my rubies. Now, I do want to get those stones. Summoning, also good. Damn. Should I have gone to the middle? Of course I should have gone to the middle. Okay, there's nothing interesting here. I'll just pick 2 boxes. Okay, gotta get those stones. Got 'em. Damn, misses Xavier shards. Missed the summon, too. So I think this is at least fun. Yeah. Loot boxing, you know? Alright, there's nothing else interesting there. I do wish if you clicked leave, it would show you... Okay, we got stones again. It would show you what you passed up on. Perfect pull. Eventually, I'm probably going to get to the point where I have so many rubies, I might as well always do it, but at this stage, I just... First pull. Perfect. I just... I'm not comfortable with doing that just yet. And finally... 11 million. Rockman, I didn't need him. Damn it! Missed the 2 good prizes. That's all good. Alright, now we're going to go right into King's Ruin. This is really what I will always focus on, is doing King's Ruin. Because like I said, I feel like this is really interesting. You get a lot of rewards here, and this will actually be different for everybody. Now, one thing I didn't mention about the portal is I do have 2 accounts, and what I noticed is today mine was like the Legion of Magic, and my other account it was the Legion of Hatred. So not everybody gets the same Legion on the same day. It must depend on when you start, and they just cycle it from when you start playing. Nice. So again, we're doing pretty good. We are getting the early cannons and the early artillery that's hitting us. That's why we've taken some damage. Unfortunately, there's just no way to the only way to stop the cannons from hitting you is just you have to defeat them very quickly. And while we're strong, we're still taking some damage. Now see, I am noticing a pattern that at least for my waves, they seem to be the same. I don't know if anybody else has, because I always get the 2 artillery waves, then I get this wave. This wave, to me, is a perfect Sophia wave. Because as you can see, they're not getting anywhere near the castle. I doubt my... I probably could swap Aisha and Sophia. And Sophia could sit in the back and heal my castle, instead of Aisha healing my warriors. But at this point, I don't think that King's Ruin is, at least for me, the level of difficult where we need to be concerned about, maintaining that. It would also mean that if I was really, because there's no easy way to switch your formation on here. If I really wanted to do that, I would need to just have a second set of equipment on Sophia. And I did actually level Sophia up, because when I saw her, I was like, oh man, I bet she's perfect for King's Ruin. I doubt I would really need her. But that's when the fact that she gives 4% of her defense, that's what really turned me off from defense engraving. Because her 4% of her defense, I think she had 3,000 defense at the time, meant that the castle would have about 120 defense. And again, of course, that number would go up. It probably goes up to 20%, but still, we're using her, her common powers. And even that didn't really seem to change how much damage my castle took. Now, unfortunately, since there's no numbers, and I think numbers would be kind of chaotic in this kind of environment, there's no way to tell what the difference is. What would be interesting is if you could kind of see a summary of... Because you can see a summary of your damage. It would be interesting to see a summary of, like, the damage done to your castle. At least with that summary of, like, how much damage did my castle take, my warriors take, and probably your summon troops, too. That now you can see, like, okay, are they performing? Because you can come here, and you can see that Xavier is outperforming with Christian at number 2. Okay, Luke is number 3, so he's good to be upgraded. Tristram is 6. He is behind Harold. But still, these guys are still my top performers. Now the question is, are they doing so well? Because I have leveled them so much. Because really, these guys are kind of equivalent. And it also will depend on the wave you have. Christian will completely outperform on a wave that has lots of things for him to hit, because he's just constantly AoEing. If you come down here, you see here's Blake. He's at 5%. Basically, the bottom tier, these are all warriors, and they really just don't put out any damage. I don't know if it's because they're running around the battlefield, or because, well, I'm sure that contributes, but I think the real problem is they don't have a Luke-style buff, so they're always going to be doing less damage. I really think the fix for balancing warriors is to change either Daniel or Brian's buff to be a flat attack buff, and it really would be changing Daniel to be a flat attack buff, and leaving Brian as attack speed buff. And even on later stages, from what I've heard, Brian's defense buff doesn't matter. Because you apparently don't ever get enough defense to really reduce the damage you're taking. I mean, that's at least what I noticed when I put Sophie on my castle. Like, having her contribute 8% of her health and 4% of the defense to the castle, I thought that would be meaningful. Well, spoiler alert, it was not meaningful. I mean, obviously this may change if I get Sophia promoted. But right now, she's not a priority. Because, again, the only thing I could see her being advantageous in is really King's Ruin. This is the mode that I would expect Sophia to be an S-tier hero. And I think a lot of that, too, depends on how you approach King's Ruins. If you're not advancing a lot in the day, like, for example, let's say I'm... Even with all my battling, like, I couldn't upgrade my heroes a lot. If you can't really upgrade your heroes, I imagine Sophia would be more of a key player, but for me, like, you saw how much upgrading we did. We got Xavier to Epic. We really promoted everybody. I feel like that level of upgrading really allows King's Ruin to become easier, where we're just stomping it like this. Now, if we get to a point where it's much harder to upgrade and get more powerful, then King's Ruins really might become a problem. And that's where Sophia really might fit into the meta of, you either have her on all the time, or you know what waves are tough. Like, for example, I can tell you, these waves right here, these are total Sophia waves. We aren't worried about my warriors dying. Aisha is not making a huge contribution to damage, so that this would be very easy for me to swap Aisha and Sophia, and have Sophia sit there and heal the castle, while we just, burn through the wave. But again, the problem is, I believe this has a pattern, for at least for me, but I don't know when does this pattern change. Well, since I'm recording every video, we can actually go back and look at when the pattern changes, and maybe try to forecast what changed that pattern. So this is ballistas. They're actually getting some shots off. We actually are doing so much damage. We're just kind of melting through everything. I'm kind of surprised, but we did do a lot of upgrading. I actually made a mistake today. My auto battle actually capped at 16 hours. I think I forgot to check it. And another thing I will say about King's Ruins is you get a lot of relevant loot. You get all the different types of loot, so it's also a really great way to advance your character. So we will see how this holds up. And again, one of the things I forgot to say was, if you don't farm during the day, because you notice I came in here with almost 500 million gold. If I had that kind of money in the real world, I'd be retired. But I came in here with almost 500 million gold to upgrade my castle and stuff like that. And that's just from day to day because I farmed. I try to farm basically all day long. I set it up when I go to bed, get my 200 runs because I have that. I don't even have to look at the ads. And during the day, I just open up my phone. Well, I actually play on an emulator, but, I check on the emulator and I just up it. From what I have heard, is you can, since it uses, if you get it to sync with Google Play Games, you can actually play this on multiple devices. So if you're working and you have like a break or something, there's no reason you can't just hop in and re-up, and we'll look into that when we get done here. So the fact that we made it all the way through here and haven't even recovered once, you would think, okay, let's recover for the last battle. We're not going to do that. Here's the reason why we're not going to do that. If we start the last battle and my hit points go to 0, we can then recover, we can redo the last battle, and whatever I didn't kill is all we have to fight. So there's no advantage to ever pre-healing in King's Ruins. Just let yourself go to 0 and then heal. Because anything I kill here, if I do go to 0, will not attack me again when I redo the stage. So right now, if I just... Maybe I'll lose. It'd be kind of interesting. I don't really want to lose. I'd rather just go here and destroy him, but I do like the ability to show you what can happen. Ooh, this will be close. No, I think we got it. We got it. Barely. We barely got it. We had 14,000 health left, but that's because I was able to level my castle up so much. I forgot to use the buffs. Oh, well, I didn't forget to use the buffs. If I was defeated, then I would have wanted to use the buffs. Since I wasn't defeated, you know what? I'm just going to do it anyways. It's free. Alright, the castle's back. Let's see. Xavier and Christian. Then the archers. And then Luke. So, even though Luke is a tier 1 hero, he is really putting out the damage. But again, he's about equivalent to... I'm surprised he's putting out so much damage, considering he doesn't have ability damage. He buffs everybody, but even these people with using their abilities, except for Tristram, are just not keeping up. So Luke is definitely a character. You knew you could feel free to ascend him, but you can also just pump him full of levels. You can level him up, and you're going to know that he is in good shape. Alright, so we have 7,000 stones. I should try and keep track of how many we get. So that's going to be all. I'm going to do some stuff offline. I'm going to... Let's see. No, let's upgrade. Let's see. I'll just burn this. Okay, we got him to 1985. I don't believe we can upgrade Christian yet. We have to ascend him. And let's just dump the rest of this into the castle. Okay, I think we hit another level of the castle. Oh, we got our last daily reward. Nice. Oh, we probably have a bunch more gambling to do, so we'll do some gambling. Okay, some bonuses there from King's Ruin. All right, we got at least 2 more summons. Let's see if we get lucky. Tristram, that's good. And nothing. But we got a few Luke shards, freshman shards. Nothing good. We didn't get any good freebie. Brian and Luke. Luke was always good. And we're saving this. So closing out, this is what we could upgrade. This is all that we could up. We have so many options, but the reality is at this point, I did not expect to have 7,000. So at this point, I am still going to wait for Xavier because this will be an easy rank 5 cavalries. That will be a game changer. They will always be on the field. Outside of that, since warriors are really just not cutting the mustard, we'll be looking at I'm probably going to say we're going to work on pumping up Luke. The reason I'm going to say we're going to work on pumping up Luke is because when we roll him over to Epic, we will once again get an even larger buff, and that will just buff everybody. It will, except the warriors. They just get to kind of lag behind. Outside of that, I don't see anybody really interesting. Well, if we do get any shards for Christian, you know he's going to get buffed. But outside of that, nothing really interesting right now. So that's what we're going to leave it off with. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have fun playing this game. If you're struggling or stuck on a stage or aren't sure what to do, please just leave a comment. I'll look at it. I'll get back to you. And again, thank you again. And I hope you all keep enjoying playing this game.